Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a father, see the hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a father, see the hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me.
Welcome back to another episode of Follow Time with De'Meco Blair, a podcast where dads talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. I'm De'Meco, resident dad to a wackadoo toddler, and this week, Mayari has learned that she can manipulate me. She has laid down the "Papa, please" with the one, and I have, without second thought, have enabled that behavior. She's hard to say no to.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm the play partner, host of Motion Country Cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie, father to the 8-year-old who is coming up on her last few weeks of school. So, this is like a really cool time for her. Like a lot of emotions, a lot of a lot of like me needing to meet up with her friends' parents after school to see if these people are going to come to like birthdays and all that. Having the summer baby is kind of tough. It sucks, but it's all good.
Who you telling? I am a summer baby. Dude, having a winter break baby is equally tough. That's something that that's definitely something me and Kate have talked about, like hosting Mary's birthday earlier, just so that she's not on the receiving end of no's. Like handing out an invitation to a birthday party that happens over the holiday. A lot of folks are traveling, and we don't want to set Mayari up to feel like she's being told no. Like, I mean, people are busy, but like we want her to feel celebrated, especially when it is for her birthday, you know? So that's something that we're trying to figure out now. Luckily, she's got a handful of friends from daycare that like, even then I'm like, all right, like we'll drop off cupcakes and whatever, and then that's it. Like we haven't gotten to the party planning stage of childhood yet, thank God.
It's an annoying thing to be on.
We might have her celebrate like a half birthday with me because our birthdays are only a couple days apart when we line them up by the 6 months. So I might let her tag team my birthday because I'm over 35. I don't I just want to spend time with my kid. So like that's the party for me, you know? So I'm good. And we both get to share the birthday cake. So it's definitely something that I can relate to personally from being a summer baby and then obviously having a daughter with a birthday over the holidays. It's tough. Especially when you look at school.
My biggest thing is I just don't want to hang out with those kids' parents. I don't want to have to fake it.
There's also that.
We talked about that, I think, season 2. I just don't want to have to fake the funk on being friends with people that I don't like or would never want to like. Yeah.
It's tough. I think I got it easy because that corporate double talk, that code switching happens easy for me. I can put on a fake smile, you know. Just got a case of the Mondays, huh? Like, no. I can fake the fun. At the same time, I'm rolling my eyes so hard, and then I'm texting you like, bro.
Yeah, see, my wife has told me, and my mother-in-law has told me, and my therapist actually have all told me, like, it's very hard to like for you to fake anything because we could see your face paints the disgust. But it's whatever, dog. I mean, I've learned to like just like, and they know that the people around me know. I'm doing good, yay.
I was about to say, bro ain't got not a single smile line on his face. I know you smile, but bro ain't got a single smile line on your face with that fake ass smile.
That's all the time. Before we move on any further in today's episode, I do want to say a quick shout out to the guys over at We Will Win. This is the Bata Soul We Will Win collaboration t-shirt. So yeah, I got this at the event in Chicago at the Fairway Shop for the Soul event. So I was really happy that it got here today. It was supposed to get here yesterday, but I'm happy it got here today. So I was able to wear it on the episode. This is a pre-order shirt, so I believe by the time this episode is out, you guys will be able to buy it from their website. If not, follow them at We Will Win or 3W. Yeah, 3W over at Instagram. And you'll be able to get this shirt
we'll put the
it's
tag
dropped.
around here somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll put the tag here somewhere.
All right, so getting into this week's Forgotten Fictional Father, who do you have, De'Meco?
Man, again, having to do some research. This is another father figure, father that stepped in, and I'm going Pixar classic, and I kind of think Pixar has nothing but classics. I'm thinking Carl Fredricksen. Now, does that name ring a bell?
No, I also smoke a lot, so I don't.
Well, the title of this movie is synonymous with how you may feel most of the time. It's Up. Beautiful movie. It has you in your feels minute one.
Oh, believe me, I know. People have told me.
Okay.
I think that's why I'm avoiding it, because I'm not trying to start off a movie like that, nigga.
It's definitely a hard way to start a movie, but Carl Fredricksen essentially assumes this father role to a just adorable little Cub Scout type kid. Yeah, like he's just trying to get a little badge of like helping the elderly. Like he's just trying to do his thing, you know, albeit like trying to make his dad proud. Because like, hey, there's a badge ceremony and all this stuff. The movie ends with Carl Fredricksen being that person that gives him that helping the elderly badge, and kind of assumes the role as pseudo dad. At the beginning of the movie, he finds out he can't have kids, and like there's just there's an emptiness he's trying to fill, and just that old man type thing. He is this week's Forgotten Fictional Father, just because that movie just had me in the feels, and now that Mayari's getting older, and she's able to really consume more not Miss Rachel content. Nothing against Miss Rachel, we love Miss Rachel, but she's able to follow some storylines and ask questions and like be a little bit more observant of what's happening on the screen. So so that was the most recent movie we put on, just because it's a lot of colors, balloons, all that stuff. Like she loves balloons, and she can't understand this, but she's going to the zoo for the first time this weekend. So like in a couple days, we're gonna take her to the zoo. Yeah.
No, this is a dope ass Forgotten Fictional Father. I have a not forgotten fictional father, a father figure in media that we need to forget. And then I also have one that is a forgotten fictional father. So the forgotten fictional father that I do want to bring up is the cartoon version of Goomba from Lilo and Stitch. He stepped in, played that pseudo uncle role, that pseudo father figure-esque role, especially like in the cartoon. Do not go see the live action movie. And then the not father is going to be Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. He's a trash ass dad. We need to stop showing Darth Vader as much love. He had 2 kids out there in the world, didn't take care of any of them, tried to kill one of them, and then try to bring him to the dark side. That's my funny, not forgotten fictional father. We need to keep him in the woods.
Yo, go after those Star Wars folks.
Hey, real quick before we go any further, thank you all for watching, listening, all those things, bro. It really does hit us in the feels. We appreciate that shit a lot. If you're here and you're new, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and let us know in the comment section what it is about the podcast that you guys like and how we can get better. Anytime is a good time for Father Time, and we just wanted to let you guys know that we love you. Tell someone that you love them. Now, get back to the episode. We'll see you next week. Peace. I also don't get any of those movies, dude. I get none of them. Just like Harry Potter movies. Don't understand the lick.
Sorry, here. So this is perfect segue to a fan question, because I'm curious, because there's a world that exists out there of Comic-Con and that.
Yeah.
You obviously have made your stance clear about Star Wars. So if you had to pick Star Trek or Star Wars, because that's a big beef. That's like DC Marvel type beef.
Yeah, for sure.
If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, I would.
Yeah, if you had to pick a Star Wars versus Star Trek. If you
I would say Star Wars just because I know more Star Wars lore just in passing. I don't think motherfuckers is out here talking about Star Trek like in everyday talk.
Got you.
Yeah, so I guess
at least the niggas that you
the motherfuckers that are running the
come at them in the comments.
The homies from Caucus that I know, from the mountains of Caucus that I know, they do not like Star Trek. They'll fade you up for that. So
yeah, we've had that conversation before about like the Lord of the Rings joints. Like I've never seen Lord of the Rings. Like I can't even wrap my head around watching that.
It's a lot of walking.
And then I watched like the first Star Wars movie I ever saw was Episode 1 in 2000 when it came out in 2000. So like that was like the first like rebirth of the series or the franchise, and everyone was hating on that character Jar Jar Binks, and I was like, I kind of liked it because it was like the only like it was like the first like non-white character, because I never saw Billy D. Williams play Lando, whatever his
Lando
name
Carlissimo.
So, yeah, whoever that that was. So
yeah, it's Lando. That's the name, Lando Carlissimo.
Lando. Yeah. The last name I would have butchered that last
Carlissimo.
name. I knew it was Lando.
The only reason I know that is because of Childish Gambino playing him in the newer movies.
Got you. Yeah, so that was my first introduction to Star Wars. So when I rewatched like all the originals, I was like, it's like when Mayari watches Iron Man for the first time. By the time she watches it, she's like, yo, CGI has come a long way. Like, this is trash. Like, you thought this was real? Like, what?
No way you were hyped over this, Dad.
Exactly. Like, I was watching the first couple Star Wars. I was like, y'all know this is just fake, right? Like,
hey, at that time, dog, space travel was the whole rave. Niggas would kill you for talking shit about Star Wars. Might still do it now.
Yeah, long-winded answer. I'm actually more of a Star Trek person, just because I remember that coming on like
TV
right before on. Yeah, I remember seeing Patrick Stewart, shout out Professor X. Like I remember seeing him as Captain Kirk, and then the new movies with Chris Pine. Those are just better to me. Like they're just better. Like they're just more fun to watch. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Talk to your mom about it. You know, like
argue in the comments. Don't argue with us.
Exactly,
for sure. All right, so so let's get into the newly named segment, Father Time Reacts. And we're just going to we've been reacting to videos that we've come across on our socials or in movies, or whatever the case may be. And this one is one that De'Meco has had lined up. We talked about it, and now it's time to execute. So let's watch it, react to it, and you guys can leave your comments down below.
Brother, all the fathers, bless this man as he is on his journey for his child to come into this realm, into this earth in a good way.
Yeah, new journey begins.
Papa, it's so good to be a dad. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
She looks into your eyes.
For all of us fathers, we get to be the father that we wanted, that we desired, that we needed.
Coolest thing in the world. You're enough, Jordan. You're enough.
Already a great father.
And when it gets hard, we got your back.
Baby girl shows you, Jordan.
Baby girl?
Baby girl.
Yeah, so I've had that video queued up for, I mean, at least a couple months. I think that I've like, hey, we should talk about this. I think it's almost serendipitous that it happens to be this episode, this being the episode that drops right before Father's Day. This video, even after watching it a number of times just right now, hits me in my feels. Thinking about the community that I hope to build with this show with you. I think back to last week's episode of me having my time to kind of express what I'm going through with Kate, or growing through with Kate. It felt like that was therapeutic for me. I know we've had our talks offline about recapping conversations and reflecting about our own journeys and stuff as dads, as partners, and stuff like that. And to see this community surround this man and kind of, hey, we got your back. Like that like that was said with some like real gusto of like, no, we got your back, bro. Like that was some like military training type stuff. Like I got your six, like I got you. Like I felt that in a real like fatherhood, brotherhood, fraternity type thing. Like I look at you and I'm like, if I know I'm going through, I know you got me. Like just like we talked about in the last episode, like you felt something was off. Like you just didn't know how to say it or that you could say it. You like, I'm going to keep you on that straight and narrow. Like not for nothing, but like, don't say anything out of pocket. Cause like we were around some folks that have said some stuff out of pocket and we're like, all right, we don't associate. We need to have either course correct them or something. Like there's that sense of community. So, yeah, I get chills every time I watch that. And obviously being a girl dad and seeing like them support him in that way, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Like there is something, a badge of honor of like being a girl dad. That's just, because I don't have a son, I don't know what to compare it to. You know? Like, I just don't know.
No, yeah, definitely understand that. I don't want to like shit on what you were just saying because it was awesome. When I first saw that video, I was like, it was just like niggas in Oregon, like mad hippie ass niggas.
Sure.
But hearing what you said and like actually watching it again right now in real time and having the ability to process, like I guess like your point of view and how you viewed it when you watched it, with it being Father's Day, the Father's Day episode at least, I think it is really cool. You can see that the man accepting all of that positive energy, he truly felt something from that group. It was awesome to like hear like the positive murmurs, the affirmations, the positivity, like we get to be the father we never had, like we get to be the father we choose to be, and all those things. Like those are things we talked about here on the pod that have made sense and that have hit. So for a lot of that,
and that like I literally just got chills because like I get those vibes when you talk to the audience, like, yo, like if this is what you're going, like it is that those affirmations of like, yo, fatherhood is dope. We love this thing that we get to do and we choose to do. And bro, you had a lot of gems, because I'm like doing the edit now, but like you had a lot of gems last week of like, you get to work for your partner's love, but you get to work for your kids' love, and you get to choose every day the type of dad you want to be. And that's so, yeah, yesterday may have been a bad day, like, but I can be better today. And so I think you do mention a lot of those notes and those affirmations sprinkled around the seasons that we have. And so I yes, in context, very white video, they're clearly at a national park. Like I know that cabin in the back somewhere.
Or community, dog. Like I've rubbed elbows with people who are in hubs, community hubs.
Yeah.
Loving hubs.
Yeah. So it could very well be that. I don't know. But from the messaging that I was getting, just taking the words, but I was hearing their words, but I was hearing them with your voice, because this is how you talk to me, you know, and this is how I talk to other people as being dad. So like, I made it make sense for me.
Oh no, for sure. No. It's just like transparency for the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like we still a podcast where we have fun and talk shit. Like that was a very sentimental video, but like when he first sent it to me, and he again 2 or 3 months ago, he's brought it up a lot, and I've just been like, yeah.
Because I never really gave you my explanation as to why I like the video. I just like, yo, let's talk about this video.
What do we got coming up, man? We got the U.S. Open coming up, right?
Yeah, the U.S. Open. Yeah, that's U.S. Open at Oakmont 2025.
Where is Oakmont?
Oakmont, PA. June 12th to June 15th. So literally the day this episode is dropping, the first round will start. Yeah, I mean, the U.S. Open is the People's Open. Knowing that you just got into the game, anytime there is a open, that means it's basically open to anyone to try to qualify. So the USGA have their eligibility. You got to have a certain handicap or whatever, but they have local, regional, and then sectional qualifying. Basically letting any amateur try to qualify for the tournament. So like when we see like on social media, folks like Willie Mack, Joe Hooks, Aaron Grimes, shout out Chris Staples, like them trying to qualify for the US Open, this is the journey that they go on. Super competitive. You basically got to play your best round of your life a number of different times just to qualify, and then you're at the big show playing basically the hardest tournament setup on tour. Like they purposely make it hard. Average players love watching it because that's when their tour players are making bogeys where they seem relatable and all that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of 3 putts, 5-inch rough. They look like us. That's what people say. They're like, oh, they look like us.
Got it.
So yeah, I always enjoy watching the US Open because there is that kind of Cinderella story of, hey, these were the qualifiers. But people are so good now. The people that are qualifying are also like teaching pros. Like you don't have like hey, he was a high school geometry teacher and just tee it up. But that does call into one of my favorite, most rewatched golf movies. Shout out greatest game ever played, back in like 2007, like when Shia LaBeouf was still Even Stevens. That was that time. If you ever want to get a glimpse of what that space was, and what the tournament is, and it kind of gives a good history of it, and also does a really good job of just providing a cinematic view of golf. I really enjoyed the way that movie was made. Yeah, that it was, I would say, a timeless movie. It's not one of those movies that didn't age well.
Okay. Nice. I know there's a couple movies out there that did.
I mean, because it's a historical piece, because it's basically telling a biographical story of a player, Francis Ouimet, who qualified for the US Open, literally lived across the street from the golf course. He came from like one of those like basically blue collar families that wasn't allowed to play golf, but he was good and he qualified, and he had a lot of those like business people that would just look down on him and his family and just all that shit. And he qualifies and ends up winning, beating some pros. He brought a friend that was a caddy, and like because he wanted to keep his amateur status, he didn't take any money that people were trying to pay him. They said, just give it to my caddy, like because he got like 13 brothers and sisters, they can't feed themselves. Like he was very much a man about the people. So all that to say, go see that movie. The US Open's dope, just because again it is one of the tougher setups for the tour. And the only storyline, because at this point in PGA golf, I only care about storylines. Like Tiger really spoiled me with that. Like he was always making a headline or some sort of.
I think he spoiled golf that way. Yeah, he
really
spoils
did.
golf that way. There's no stories besides this one that you're about to say, which I know about.
Yes. So obviously, a couple months ago, Rory completed the career Grand Slam at Augusta. Congrats. But with that said, this tournament, the US Open, is the only tournament that Phil Mickelson is missing to complete the career Grand Slam. I don't know. I think he's over the hump of doing so. I wish him the best. This is no shade to Phil Mickelson, but bro just can't catch a break on the US Open.
Damn.
Like he can't.
And
for the life of him.
So this is the storyline that I'll talk about, and this probably feeds into like me, like going back to what we talked about earlier, with the Father Time Reacts. The last since the inception of Live, there has not truly been much noise from the guys over there. So like a lot of the players who were killing things on the PGA circuit that transferred over, i.e. Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka. Like a lot of these guys aren't really making noise like they used to. And up until just this last event, not the Charles Schwab, but the one before that, John Rahm really wasn't doing much in the sense of like making noise. So that is where my eyes are at. My eyes are on, can more guys from the live circuit actually make it make sense to go over there? Because this was the one opportunity in my eyes for golf to be something different. And it just seems like they had that really dope ass buzz the first year, and had everybody out here like splitting households and breaking up friendships. And now seriously, and now like none of their players are actually doing much of anything besides Bryson DeChambeau. And shout out to Bryson DeChambeau, who is a complete animal when it comes to golf. Like I think he's having the most fun, but he's also cerebral at the same time. And I think that's like what we loved about Tiger, what people loved about Tiger from afar, or when you were deep in the game. It's like the competitive aspect that he had. I'll be honest with you, I've only watched a few rounds of golf, but there's never really like the guy who's chasing and the guy in the lead are paired up on the last day. It's never like a really good storyline like that. It's been a very long time since that's happened in golf.
It's tough because if you look on Sundays, they make the pairings based on what their current score is. So whoever's in first and whoever's in second, they are paired together. So they try to script that where, hey, y'all should be seeing the impact of each shot and all those things, kind of forcing the hand of, all right, I need to make this birdie, or hey, I can ease up on this because this guy's in the water. Like there becomes a difference of stroke play and match play strategy, because I get to, if I'm tied with you on the last day, I can see every shot you make knowing, all right, I just got to beat him.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're on the course. You can see scoreboard and see if other people are fluctuating scores as well. It's really difficult because you don't have eyes on everybody.
But I wouldn't
know if like
I would want to have eyes on like if I'm behind you, I would just want to see your shots, and I would want to like. I think that's where I think the Bryson DeChambeau the last day with Rory at the Masters, right? He dropped the ball. John Rahm. I'm blanking on the event that I'm thinking about, but John Rahm, I think it was the PGA Championship. The PGA Championship. John Rahm dropped the ball. Like he was on Scotty's heels and making, I think going from 12 to 13, a fan yelled, like he had just made a nice birdie, and a fan yelled something like, "Remember who you're chasing." And since that statement was made, he had like went par, bogey, double, and I was like, oh, he's not in it. But they weren't paired up together, so like he was paired with somebody else, and But I'm like, man, I just wish that the two guys that were 1 and 2 wanted it to where they were like how Rory was. I'm not talking to this motherfucker. Like I want to cerebrally beat the fuck out of you. Like. It's a strategy for me not to talk to you because I know that you're friendly. I know that's going to get under your skin. Like that's what people liked about Tiger. That's why Tiger and Phil. And again, I'm a very novice fan of golf, like just brand new into it. But like knowing sports growing up, those two were like that was the Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. Like if those two,
I probably would have said like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. That's.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't give them that much respect, but yeah, there you go. You can take that.
I only give them that much respect because they're titans in the game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be
Sammy and Mark, because Sammy and Mark both fucked up. So to Phil and Tiger, I don't think besides Magic, Larry really ain't fuck up. Magic fucked up.
Yeah, that we know. Yeah,
he probably said the N word. He's from French Lick, Indiana. He probably has said some hard R's. Yeah. Hey, whatever. Yeah. Magic. It's my edit. I'll stop myself from doing this. Magic and Bird. You got it. You got it. I ain't mad at it.
If you ever have a chance on YouTube, I'm sure there are highlights of the U.S. Open at Bethpage Black, so in New York. That is the closest I think Phil came to really winning the U.S. Open. It was just him, like you talked about, last final round, final pairing. It was Tiger, Phil, final round. You saw every shot that your competitor did, and they were alternating shots. And you just saw Phil just kind of in Phil fashion kind of lose it on the last hole, like going for the hero shot for no real reason but to go for the hero shot. Like
he wanted a highlight. Okay.
He wanted a highlight, and I mean, again, because of the stage that it was and the history that Tiger and Phil had, like Phil came out on tour before Tiger. Tiger comes on tour and blows him out the water, and now he's playing second fiddle to Tiger his whole career. And obviously, he's been on record saying, "Hey, my career isn't anything without Tiger because of Tiger, I make as much money as I do. Like I'm thankful for Tiger because I know that
I needed
without
this
him,
nigga.
I'm not exactly.
I needed him. I was shit without him.
Yeah, like
complete.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm a good golfer, but he made me a rich golfer. Like that's the difference. That's the difference. But yeah, you hear the New York fans in the commentary because of how loud they are with the New York accent. And Bethpage Black, I think, is dope because it's a public course, so you can play it. And you can that's why I love when they, especially at U.S. Opens, they host them at public tracks because that means really everyone can play. Unfortunately, Oakmont is a country club. I can't play that unless someone invites me.
Yeah.
So I hope that down the road they keep hosting it at
public
courses. Yeah,
sure.
it gives everyone a chance to say, "Oh, I played there. I did play at Bethpage Black. It kicked my ass." And I went there because I was like, "Oh." Yeah, I went there knowing I'm like, oh man, Tiger played here, or they're about to play here, and I was like, oh, like I got amped up, like because you can't ever say, hey, I played basketball on the United Center court. I played on the same court as Jordan. Like it's unless you went to a very cool high school or college that happened to have a game at United Center. Now that they do that, you can't say that. Like, hey, you can never say, hey, I played at Fenway or Wrigley. Like again, unless you just because you play at the rec softball league on Lakeshore Drive don't mean you ever going to know what it feels like to walk on Wrigley. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not the same. Them two things is not the same. No. But no, definitely. I think that's why Bandon is so sought after. Pronghorn here in Oregon. That's why they're so sought after. That they're places that you can play if you are in the area. Bandon.
Yeah, how far are you from Bandon?
4 hours.
I feel like Bandon's a hike.
It's 4 hours. Yeah, so it's 4 hours to drive there, and then it's a hike once you get out of the car. It's like a hike or whatever to get to the course or whatever and all that stuff. And you have to play with a caddy at a certain, like an actual pace of play. And if you don't have a certain handicap or don't know like your stock yardages, the caddy will like advise you to play at a different course, kind of like type shit. But there is a second course that you can play at Bandon. I'd much rather just play Pronghorn out in Bend. It's still, I think it's a Jack Nicklaus course, same thing as Pronghorn. And also there's a new course called Bar Run, a little more pricey, but it's only 2 hours away from where I'm at, 2 hours south. And that course is designed by the same man who designed Bandon. So it's the same like challenging ass course. It is public. It's an RV place, but it's fucking pricey.
You got the PGA 2K, right?
I do, yeah.
You should see if Oakmont is on.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely will. I'll play Oakmont on stream.
So we're talking about Father's Day, and I think I'm just more excited about the corny, like grade school gifts, like the macaroni tie type shit, like the crafts. Like she's getting into that space of like wanting to color and knowing what she's coloring. So to kind of see the world through her eyes, through her art, would be dope. I'm just she's in that space of I just want to appreciate every little thing she's doing, so I'm very aware of what she's doing. So like everything is just like she just introduced me to all of her stuffed animals, like introduced me to them. Like she waved their hand, oh, what's your name? And I was like, oh, my name's De'Meco. And then she started, oh, your name's De'Meco. I was like, yeah, like you're responding with my name. That's dope. Like it's just
I remember doing that, bro.
2 years old.
I remember
So crazy.
I remember walking around with Barbie dolls and needing to use the voice because Penelope was mad if I didn't use the voice, or like, yeah, like getting all into the character that my daughter created. It's her world, bro. Like we're just living in it, and that's like the one thing that I enjoy about Father's Day. Now that I've had a few of them, she's made each one cool as shit, and I celebrate her. I'm like, yo, like I wouldn't be a dad without you. So like, what do you want to do today? And she normally just wants to like play around, go to the bounce house, stuff like that. It's those things that gives her the what's that oxytocin or serotonin, whatever the fucking thing is, like the happiness. The medical term for that. She gets that when we're kicking, and so do I. I get that same fucking release. So anything that we can do together, dog, like I just take that time with her. I try to be as corny as shit. Like again, she's growing a lot more, and she's still my baby girl, but like you could tell like certain things she's starting to get that big girl feel to her. We're like, oh my God, Dad. And I'm like, oh, this is where I could turn it up. I get to turn it the fuck up. So that's my thing. We say like Father's Day joke, or like what is that shit? Dad jokes to each other. I make food. I try to grill. Like that's my thing. I try to get everybody in my house to just be around.
Yeah.
I don't need shit. I don't need to be celebrated. I need you guys to like have Modelo's in the fucking refrigerator. I will grill. We're going to eat. We're going to sit here and just like watch whatever's on TV. We're going to laugh. And then when I ask you all to, just get the fuck out the house. That's really it. That's all I need from y'all.
So you were in that beautiful explanation of what you love about Father's Day and what you get to celebrate with Penelope. Do you find yourself, or are you ever in that space where you'll look at a father moment for you and be like, oh, this is a core memory? Like thinking of like the smiles that you put on Penelope's face, of joy and all that stuff. Like, oh, this is going to be something that either you or her or both of you at the same time will be like, hey, you remember when this, and like you look at those moments fondly, because like that's something that I experience now, because Mayari is like just so interactive, and I'm like, oh, I'm always going to bring this up. I'm always going, like right now the thing is, so my mom has been helping out while daycare is closed.
Shout out
She
Jeezy.
gave her, shout out Jeezy. She gave Mayari a jewelry box that played like a ballerina twinkle music when you open it. The new thing that Mayari loves to do is before bed. I was like, ballerina? She'll look at me and she'll say ballerina. So we'll turn it on and I'll just like be a ballerina and basically just like twirl with her, holding her in her room to kind of like bring her back down, calm down before bedtime.
Yeah.
And Kate is usually just like hanging out by the bed and watching her face smile. And I see Kate smiling at me, which means she's smiling at Mayari. And I feel like, oh, this is a core memory for the three of us. Like we will talk about like, hey, I rocked you to bed doing this. And she'll like, I think about that. And I was like, man, I can only hope and imagine that you have those moments and that you're present enough to be like, oh, this might be that thing. I'm like, I can't be the only dad that thinks about that in the present. I can't.
No, we all do.
In my head, sometimes I'm like, am I the only one? No, I'm not that special. Like I am, but I'm not.
No, we all do. I have those moments where like I think about it as like the story that I'll tell at her wedding, right? That's how I think about it. There's a lot of them, dude. She's been a character since a very young age. That's one of my favorite pictures of her right here. Is literally and I don't know why her mom took that picture, but I was like just talking to my baby right then, and I was telling her how dope I think she was going to be and like what she was going to do to take this world over. And that I'd always be her friend. Like, I'll always be your friend. Like, no matter what, I'll always be your friend. I'll always be here for you. And it's like one of those things that like I heard in passing, and I was like, got it. It's like Love You 3000. It's like, got that. Like, and yeah, there's a lot of moments where I'm like, oh, dude, even if she doesn't remember this, this is something that like, if the afterlife is just a bunch of memories being replayed, that's all you get. It's just your memories, like the most fondest memories, just on repeat. Then I think I'll have like a litany of shit to look at for the rest of my life, and it's only building up with the more she does. And it's like I was like hearing you talk about it and seeing how Mayari is starting to like become a little person, and how she's like more interactive. And even like when I'm calling her, or like when I call her and I talk to her, and she's like, "Oh, I want to see." Like, I want to
she
see.
used to be shy. She used to be shy when you were
Yeah,
like,
and like now it's like she kind of like knows.
Nigga, that's my Uncle Bear.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like one or two people's on that phone. It's either my Jeezy, and I know she's here. I know exactly who that is now. I want to see, and she like just like,
yeah.
I'm like, all right, what
I played one of the episodes on my phone, and she just says Uncle Bell, and she like Bluey's on the screen.
Yeah,
Uncle Bell, and then nestled in, just like watching. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
But it's those memories. I think the number one thing is speaking about core memories. One memory that I do know that hits home to her, she like does remember, and it resonates so big in me, and why I want Honor Chlamydia and Honor Chlamydia will be so successful. Is because I told her like why I named it Honor Chlamydia, like why she kept seeing it on shirts and stickers, and like she's like, why is that? Like, that's my name. And I was like, yeah, like I named this after you. So like you could have something when daddy's not here. So when I'm not here anymore, and when you're a big girl and like daddy doesn't want to work, you could take over your own company. Daddy started your own company for you. So like you have credits. Like every time an Honor Club Media pops up, that is a credit for my kid. And at this exact time, those numbers don't mean anything, but in the future, those numbers will mean a shit ton when like people go back and recategorize and catalog this shit. Same thing with Rari. So I'm like, I think it, to see her face, Penelope, when like she knew what dad does. Like dad sitting in this room, sitting in the chair, playing the game sometimes, or talking on the screen with people sometimes, that resonates to seeing daddy on the TV. That like you can watch daddy at TV at your house. So like when I go to her school, all of her first thing her friends say is like, "Are you on TV?" And I can't lie, because technically, bitch, yes I am. Yes, the fuck I am.
in the world.
I got motherfuckers watching me in Germany and Africa. Yes, I am. But no, it means a shit ton, and that's why, you know, wrapping it up and going back to what Father Time means and what fatherhood means, and Father's Day means. It means creating memories, and long-lasting memories, and something for our children. Like, yes, we're sitting here and you guys are listening, and you guys are like, hell yeah, fuck this. But like, you guys are, when we're asking you to subscribe and shit like that, like we're asking you to like subscribe to our babies. Like, these are conversations that Mayari and Penelope, like when you are 20-ish and you want to show your grandkids or show your kids, and then like pass these memories along, of like why we are so inclined to tell our stories is because we saw it every day. We saw our dads do this every day, like consistently. So I enjoy the process of being a dad, but I also enjoy documenting what being a dad means every Thursday, and hoping you guys enjoyed listening to it.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't say it better myself. The only thing I was going to add was just like, if not for the memories that like Penelope or Mayari hold dear, like looking back as a dad of like, oh, this is gonna shape you.
Oh, dude.
Like you may not remember this, but this is going to shape you. When this brings back to that like Mayari's week of like not being able to say no. It's like the no's that I tell you, and the times I don't say no to you, I'm like, everything I do is going to shape you and who you may become. Man, like, oh, you're sharing. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're genuinely like sympathetic about somebody. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Like, oh, Papa's sad. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're aware.
You're when they do like the little pat on the back, like, because that's what they see us doing. It's like, yeah, thank you. Oh, I remember when she rubbed my back the first time. Like, it's okay, Pops. It's okay, Daddy. It's okay, Dad. I was like, it's not now, but thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah.
More waterworks. But yeah, man. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there listening, to all the pseudo dads out there, the dads who stepped up, the dads who lost their babies, to all the dads who are heavenly fathers, to the uncle dads, all of them, everybody, the moms who are dads, like everybody who's out there, like you all deserve this day. Thank you so much. Fatherhood is not for the weak, and it's not something that, like, I'm not saying like we need the thanks. I'm not saying it's a thankless job, because I get the love every single day from my daughter. So happy Father's Day to you guys. Hopefully you all get everything that you want, all the love, all the kisses, and stop giving us fucking tools, because we're not trying to work for Father's Day. We want brunch and diamonds. With that being said, I am your play partner, host, emoji country cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie Bennett on that Southside Bunker Bear, and that is De'Meco, aka Sonny D, of the Dog Leg Daddies. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, because that's how the algorithm works over here on YouTube. And share your favorite Father's Day memory down in the comment section below. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them, because we love you. Peace. Oh no, what's up?
And if you're in Chicago, for Father's Day, be sure to check in with our folks over at Home Court Collective and try that Father Time drink.
Yes, sir.
Perfect way to spend Father's Day.
It really is, man. And make sure you tell somebody you love them, because we love you. Peace.
Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a father, superhero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try a little father time with me, with me.